All right, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the one and only Wrestling Otaku channel. Of course, your personification of excellence on YouTube and YWC. We're the best reviews wrestling and your three-time YWC channel of the year. And I'm back here. It is officially Monday, November the 18th of 2024. Hope you all had a good weekend. Had the day off, good chance to rest up. I'm well rested for the most part. I don't want to say over, the cold that I had, but, I still feel a little bit of the effects of it. But, yeah, I feel much better than I did the last couple of days. And so, like I said, today was really good for me, rest up and all that kind of stuff. So, I wanted to go ahead and do this video. Hope you all had a good weekend and all that kind of stuff. And mine, like I said, outside of the fact that I had to deal with that head cold, was pretty, it was what it was, honestly. But hope you all are having a good Monday so far. And so I wanted to go ahead and do this video because I wanted to get back to doing some regular topics, some in terms of pro wrestling and sports. Well, more so pro wrestling now because I'm just, for the most part, disinterested with the NFL right now, with the Ravens. I mentioned that from my previous video. But I want to talk about this here because there was a news story come from last week, the back end of last week going into the weekend, which a lot of people have been talking about. I've been hearing this discussed, talked about, thrown around for the last couple days, and I figure I'd go ahead and give my 2 cents on it because this whole thing, this whole story, if you will, is just some of the things being said about this whole story and about the individual that is involved is really just kind of indicative to me and to everybody else just how idiotic and moronic and foolish the IWC can be. So, as you guys know, Kenny Omega of All Elite Wrestling, EVP, helped found AEW. Before that, he was a world-renowned pro wrestler, made his name in New Japan, and other indie promotions, both in Japan and in the UK and the States, so on and so forth. And pretty sure any wrestling fan, of modern era knows who Kenny Omega is. But Kenny Omega was recently interviewed by Fightful, specifically by Sean Ross Sapp. Yeah, that guy. I'm not sure when this was. I imagine it was recently, maybe last week or the week before, whatever. And the interview was mentioned in the report. Of course, it was talked about by multiple sources, brought up by multiple sources. And so he was basically interviewed about him returning, him making his grand return to wrestling after being out for so long. Of course, he was injured for the vast majority of the last few years. And then he had a very, very bad experience with a case of God. If I pronounce this wrong, I apologize. Diverticulitis, I believe that's how it's pronounced. He had that whole thing. Had basically, he was admitted to the hospital. He was supposedly given a 50-50 chance, in terms of like whether he, lives or passes on. So he had a near-death experience, if you will, or at least, again, according to, the reports. But he had, he's dealt with a lot in the last couple of years. And because of that, he has been out of action largely for the last 2-3 years. We haven't seen a whole lot of Kenny Omega, even before the whole diverticulitis thing from last year. He had dealt with a lot of injuries. He had vertigo. He had a lot of surgeries to repair, like his, I forget what the injury was, like his shoulder or his knee or his ACL, something like that. So he's been pretty banged up the last few years. And as a result, unfortunately, we haven't gotten the chance to see him wrestle as much as, a lot of us, especially those of us in AEW, where, of course, Kenny Omega is currently employed, would have liked to, because he is one of the best, undoubtedly one of the best in the world at what he does. And so he was recently interviewed by Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful, and he was talking about his whole thing of, him returning and him wanting to return to New Japan. He mentioned New Japan Pro Wrestling. He wanted to do some, it was mentioned in a report about a week or two ago that he plans on returning to New Japan, specifically, I guess, at the beginning of the year, beginning of, January 2025. And, of course, that's right around the time of Wrestle Kingdom, of course, New Japan's biggest event that they hold every year in January. And so he said he wanted to basically return and do some things with New Japan going forward, at least, for the early going of next year. And he was interviewed, and he talked about it. And he basically said as to what his whole plans and such were and why he wanted to return to New Japan. He basically stated, I didn't listen to this interview. I just, saw some quotes from it. I'm just gonna, for the most part, summarize he basically said, he owes New Japan everything. That's where he got his start. Nobody knew who he was before. He made his name in New Japan, and then he basically climbed up the ranks, if you will, of the indies. And, it was basically New Japan who put him on the map, and he was very thankful and appreciative of them, and he wanted to return the favor and help them out the best way that he can. That's why he's choosing to return there, to basically help them out with whatever it is that they're doing. And so, he basically states this. And so it's more a matter of, paying homage to where you came from, or, giving credit where credit is due, if you will, for helping him, basically launch his career, propel his career. So, where he is now. And so he basically does that. And as a result, he's going to be working with New Japan, when he does finally return. I don't think he gave a specific date, but I'm pretty sure they mentioned like the beginning of January. So, and he talks about this in this interview that he's doing. And then the question comes up, I imagine, well, why are you're making this return? Why are you going to New Japan instead of returning to AEW? Which, of course, is where he's, again, currently under contract. He's, one of the EVPs. He has, obviously, major stroke in AEW. Obviously a major figure in AEW. And he basically answers, and again, I'm going to summarize here. He basically says, well, that's obviously the question everybody's going to ask, so on and so forth. And he basically, in so many words, he says that AEW doesn't really need him right now. They're in a good spot, so on and so forth. They've got a lot of, talents on the roster who are doing, good things. They got a good, they got a well-oiled machine, and that's one of his quotes. They've got, they're running like clockwork right now in regards to what they're doing. I assume he means storyline-wise in terms of like, what they're doing on TV. And he basically says, they're in a good spot right now. They don't really need him, or, they don't really have to have him return right away, and so on and so forth. And he basically says, and he again, in so many words, says, with what they're doing right now, I don't want to come in and take a spot away from somebody else who maybe deserves it, who has been working hard. And he doesn't want to come back and be that guy to say, hey, I'm back now, so you got to be done, or something like that. And basically, in so many words, he's saying he doesn't want to take a spot away from another talent. That's why he doesn't want to return right now. He specifically says right now. He never said he was never coming back. So that was pretty much the gist of his statements in this interview, and that is what is being reported. And so that report came out. The interview, the Kenny Omega's interview has come out, and boy, oh boy. You should listen to the reaction from some of these fans out here on the fucking internet, in the fucking IWC, and in the community. My God, did they take this in a way that they shouldn't have been taken? Holy shit, dude! It's like, Jesus Christ! Oh my God, you should listen to some of the reaction from people within this damn community about Kenny Omega's statements. They're all on his fucking case, talking about well. They're basically, and I mentioned this before, I believe on Blue Sky, or whatever have you, on my account over there. Basically, people with their conspiracy theories about Kenny Omega wanted to go to New Japan and not AEW, at least not right now. Basically saying, oh well, he's making excuses. Oh, that's his excuse because he doesn't want to return to the train wreck that is AEW because of how bad off they are right now. Oh, well, he's just trying to delay the inevitable. This is his way of saying that he doesn't want any part of AEW. Well, see, he really doesn't want to go back there, and you're seeing all this fucking shit that these people are saying online on the fucking internet, just trying to take his fucking quotes and take the things he says and that he said in that interview out of context. It's fucking with no logic, no reasoning whatsoever, no legitimate substance whatsoever, just fucking basically putting words in the man's mouth. And it's like, this is what the fucking community does. And it's a goddamn shame. It's like, for the people saying that, oh, Kenny Omega, this is his way of not going back to AEW. He doesn't want to go back there. Did you people not listen to what he fucking said in the interview? He literally said, they do not need me right now. Key word, right now. They're in a good spot. They are a well-oiled machine. They are doing fine right now without me. That is what he fucking means. But then people bring it up, people fucking, some of the dickheads on here talking about, well, Kenny Omega's delusional. Oh, how can he say that, they don't need him. Oh my God, they're a fucking train wreck. Oh my God, the attendance. Oh my God, the viewership numbers. Oh my God, they're not. Oh my God, he's making excuses, blah, 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 blah. And all that fucking bullshit. It's like, people, stop putting words in the fucking man's mouth. He didn't say a motherfucking thing about the attendance or about the fucking viewership. Stop bringing up fucking attendance and stop bringing up the fucking viewership numbers. Shit is annoying, dude. Shit is annoying. When he said AEW is fine right now, he was talking from a business sense. He was talking from a creative standpoint. He was talking from a talent personality standpoint. He meant that there are plenty of talented guys right now, plenty of talents in AEW, and plenty of active storylines that are going on right now that AEW is building towards, and so they have no need for him to come back into the fray right now. In other words, this is not the appropriate time for him to return. That is what he meant. Okay? Nobody said anything about the fucking attendance numbers or the fucking viewership numbers. Stop bringing that shit up. Stop trying to make that shit, stop trying to incorporate that into everything fucking AEW related. Every time the topic of AEW comes up, whether it's a part of it or not, motherfuckers on this internet shit want to bring up the fucking attendance, low attendance, oh my God, the low viewership, low ratings, because they have a fucking hate boner for AEW a mile long. And then you got these dickheads, these fucking bum-ass fucking podcasters on here like JD, Solo Monster, doing this shit too. You see them doing that shit, and it's fucking honestly pathetic. And it's obvious what they're doing. It's obvious engagement farming. It's like you see all these content creators on here, specifically these podcasters, these people in the media, saying this shit about AEW. It's obvious what the fuck they're doing. They're engagement farming. They're fucking trying to appeal to the audience that doesn't like AEW, the AEW hating WWE dick riders. And it's obvious what the fuck they're doing. Because they want cheap fucking clicks and they want cheap fucking likes on their fucking channels and their fucking videos. That's all it is to me. That's all it is. I listen to these podcasters. These people are supposed to be journalists. They're supposed to have knowledge of the business. They're supposed to be in the know and have all this insider information and shit. And you listen to them talk, they sound like the fucking goddamn dickheads that you see on social media. Fucking faceless ass trolling nimrods who sit online all fucking day and talk shit about AEW 24/7. That's what they sound like to me, honestly. And it's legitimately pathetic to see. Channels like that who are supposed to be the top figures, who are supposed to use their platform to spread positive information and actual legitimate information, factual information, and they're instead using it to fucking detriment a wrestling promotion because they got a fucking petty-ass grudge against it. Makes no sense to me. It's honestly petty as fuck. And it's like, do you people actually listen to what the man said in the fucking interview? He said AEW does not need him right now. He didn't say, oh, AEW they're doing the best fucking business ever, they're fucking selling out arenas, we're fucking getting millions. He didn't fucking say that. Never once in that fucking interview did he say that. Why don't you try fucking listening? It's like, what do you want him to say? Oh, no, I don't want to go back there. The bullshit, no. Of course he's not going to fucking detriment his own fucking company, the company that he's an EVP in, that he's employed in. What do you people think he's going to fucking say? It's like, no, he doesn't not need to go back right now. They've got storylines, they got stuff that they're doing, they got wrestlers, talents that they're pushing, and so on and so forth, storylines that they're pushing, that they're going forward with, and they do not need him to come back right now. He never said he was never going to come back ever. He said right now, as in, I'm not coming back right now, but I will be in the future, if you actually bother to pay attention. And then, of course, you got the other conspiracy theorists People talking about, well, this is his out. Oh, he probably wants to leave AEW. Oh, he probably wants to go to WWE. Oh, he should go to WWE or he should retire. Of course you got that fucking crowd. Of course you do. Because if you remember, about a year or two ago, people were saying the exact same thing. Oh, Kenny Omega, his contract is up. Oh, he's going to WWE. And what happened? Never went, did he? Yeah. Every time a wrestler, every time stories like this come up when a wrestler is quote unquote disenchanted or dissatisfied with AEW, there are always these people coming out saying, "Oh, he's gonna go to WWE, or he wants to go to WWE." Blah 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 blah. Yeah, because fucking Malachi Black wants to go to WWE, just like Malachi Black wanted to go to WWE, just like MJF wanted to go to WWE, just like fucking Daniel Garcia wanted to go to WWE, right? Because those stories went over so well. Malachi Black's still there. MJF just signed the contract extension. He's still fucking in the company. Daniel Garcia just re-signed. He's still there. But yeah, Kenny Omega wants to go to WWE, right? Because of a fucking interview where he said he wanted to go to New Japan. He wanted to help New Japan out. You guys interpreted that as, oh, he doesn't want to go back to AEW. You guys will read into anything. Like, seriously. It's honestly really pathetic. It really is. Jesus Christ, dude. I don't know, like, what more did you want him to say there? Like, seriously. Okay, Kenny Omega, when the time is right, he will for certain be back in AEW. Did you ever think that maybe, because he's been out of wrestling for so long, like I mentioned before, like a year, 2, 3 years, he hasn't wrestled much at all in the last couple of years, maybe he wants to go to New Japan, he wants to go to his roots, he wants to go to the place that made him, a household name. He wants to go back where he got his start and maybe reestablish himself and build himself back up. Now that he's, I don't know if he's like cleared, quote unquote, but I'm sure he will be soon, if he's talking about returning. He wants to go back there, maybe get the rust off, maybe, get back to in-ring shape, get back to in-ring form, reestablish himself as a wrestler. Maybe that's what he wants to do. Maybe that's why he's going there first. And then when he's all ready and good to go, then he'll bring his talents back to AEW. Then he'll return back home to AEW. Did you guys ever consider that? Of course you didn't. Of course you fucking didn't. Dude's been out of action for a year plus. When was the last time he wrestled? When was the last time Kenny Omega wrestled a match? Fucking 2022? Early 2023, I believe. It's been a long damn time since Kenny Omega wrestled a match. So, you can't expect him to go right back into the fucking fold, right back into the thick of things, being out for so long. The last Kenny Omega appearance, the last time he made an appearance, it was last year, earlier this year, actually. It was earlier this year, and it was not in wrestling capacity. He was in a segment, in a promo, where he was talking about, being out for so long and why he's been out and, his health going forward. He talked about, the whole stint of being hospitalized with diverticulitis and so on and so forth. And then he had the Elite come out and basically attack him. And obviously this is to set up something down the line. If you think about it, the Elite attacked Kenny Omega, left him laying. That was obviously to set up something that's going to happen down the line. What did you think that segment was for? Like, seriously. So, what I see, I listened to that, or I read the report. I saw, obviously, his quotes, Kenny Omega's quotes from the interview, and my immediate thought was, oh, he's going to start back in New Japan. He's going to help them out and do whatever he's going to do over there, and then he's going to come back over to AEW. That was my immediate thought. Like, I read that entire report, not even fucking a minute, and that's what I came up with. Because that's what he's going to do. But you see all these fucking conspiracy theorists, all these AEW hating dickheads on social media coming up with every excuse in the book, coming up with all this fucking just nonsense about Kenny Omega not wanting to go back to AEW. Oh, he's disgruntled. Oh, he prefers New Japan. Oh, he doesn't want to go back there because it's a train wreck, blah, blah. All this fucking bullshit. People talk about, oh, he's delusional, blah, blah, blah. No, he's not delusional. Your asses are fucking delusional. Your asses are fucking delusional. And you clearly don't fucking listen. You clearly don't fucking listen or pay attention. Because that's how much of a fucking hate motor you have for this promotion. You want so badly to see this promotion fail. And you look honestly pathetic for it. So, bottom line is, Kenny Omega is going to do what he's got to do. He's going to start in New Japan. He's going to do what he's going to do what he wants to do for New Japan, help them out, maybe reestablish himself. Maybe he'll get back into the ring at some point in New Japan. You never know. But he's going to do what he wants to do. Obviously, he's got clearance or permission from Tony Khan or whoever, because, again, AEW and New Japan have an acting relationship. You know, they're partners, whatever have you. Nobody seems to want to mention that. But they are fucking, AEW is still partner with New Japan. So Kenny Omega's going to go over there. And obviously other AEW talents go over to New Japan too. But of course, that's not brought up. But he's going to do what he wants to do over there. He's going to do his thing. Then when he's ready, whether it be next year or whenever, he's going to return to fucking AEW and he's going to be back in the mix. And that's what it is. Not all this other bullshit not all these bullshit conspiracy theories that these fucking morons online and social media and the fucking IWC are saying. Anybody suggesting that, you are honestly fucking dumb. And I'm here to call you out once again on your stupidity. Stop fucking reading into bullshit that you have no proof of, that you have no credence and no substance behind. Stop saying shit you have no substance for, or you have no proof or evidence for. It's ridiculous. Kenny Omega will, in time, be back to AEW. He will be back in AEW. And AEW will still be around. They literally just signed a fucking TV deal, multi-year TV deal extension, or TV extension, however the fuck you want to put it. He literally just signed a multi-year TV, AEW just signed a multi-year TV deal worth upwards of $200 million. The company's not fucking going anywhere. They're not in trouble. They're not in danger of going out of business. None of that bullshit. You can sit here and rag on the attendance and the viewership numbers all you fucking want. It doesn't change the fact that AEW is still around. They're the second most profitable fucking wrestling promotion in the States and arguably all of wrestling. And they are going to be around for as long as they want. So get over it. Seriously, get over that shit. Kenny Omega will be back when the time is right. When AEW wants to incorporate him back when he wants to be back, and when AEW is ready to incorporate him back in their storylines, he will return. He never said he was never returning. It's like, actually listen, pay attention to what people say. And stop fucking trying to put words in people's fucking mouths. Jesus, man. Honestly, just the stupidity of this community just baffles me sometimes. It really does. It really does. I don't really know what else to say. I don't know what else to say other than Kenny Omega, he will be back, and you are going to look stupid for saying the shit that you're saying online once again. Because we all know, because I for sure know, you've said stupid shit before, and it turns out not to be true. And this is going to be another example of that. And you're going to look stupid. You're going to look foolish again. When Kenny Omega returns to AEW next year, you're going to look foolish again. And I'm here for it. That's pretty much all I got to say for that. So that is my take. Those are my thoughts on that. So Kenny Omega, can't wait to see him back. Hope he does, hope he gets back to, doing whatever he's going to do. Whatever he does in New Japan, I support him 100%. I support him fully. I'm sure everybody in the AEW, Tony Khan included, supports him fully. And he will be back, no doubt. And next year is going to be a big year for AEW. And I look forward to it. So all you hating ass fucking pieces of garbage, all you hating ass, just no life, just miserable sacks of shit who want so bad to see this company fail, do yourself a favor, get a life. Like, seriously, get a life, get a clue. Real shit. Anyway, that's all I gotta say for this. That's all I gotta say on this topic. This video ran kind of long already, so let me just close out here. Anyway, that's all I gotta say for this. Thank you for watching. Be sure to leave a like on this video, leave a comment, give me your thoughts on any aspect of this story that I talked about. Give me your thoughts on, anything I covered here. And be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Appreciate all the support I can get. And with that being said, it's pretty much going to do it for this video, man. So thank you for watching once more. Till next time, Wrestling Otaku, I'm out for now. See you guys later. Peace.